Hi guys, hope you're well. It's me, I'm back again, and I thought I would do the second video of the day for you. It's unusual, isn't it? Can't be arsed for the last 2 weeks, but today I did a little one earlier on. If you want to go and have a look, it's on the post on my Instagram page. And today, now I'm going to do, you know when you've got a button that's stuck onto the, yeah, that's it. Doesn't take long, does it? Mind, it's all flying everywhere, isn't it? But that's just me. I'm going to do a makeup tutorial for you, another one, using this palette here. It's almost like a buttercup effect, isn't it, underneath my chin? I've noticed that. It's by a young lady called Jolie Cash, and she's a young entrepreneur, and she has created this amazing beauty brand called, it's an small independent beauty brand called Jolie Beauty. And for the price point and what you get, I'm blown away. So I'm going to show you a makeup look using this palette. Can't wait. First of all, I'm on the Galaxy S10 Note phone. To get an excellent, recorded image, you're going to have to get and invest in a camera. I'm not doing that because I probably only do about 3 videos, if that, So I'm hoping this is a little bit better setup than last time. I've got myself a mirror there, and you're here, so I'll go like that and that. And I won't moan about not being able to see. It is what it is. It might not be super perfect because I've not got my glasses on, but regardless, we're going to have a bit of fun anyway, and I hope you enjoy it. Before I begin, I just wanted to say about makeup and about permanent makeup. You can see that I'm wearing the most extreme form of makeup. I love it all. This is tattooed makeup. What you're looking at now is my tattooed eyebrows, beautiful and soft, gorgeous shape. Okay, an incredible butterfly eyeshadow eyeliner, okay, which is there, and also a permanent makeup lip stain. It's not a lipstick look. I mean, probably the most current way of wearing your lips is the stain as opposed to the full lip colour. It's probably a bit more up to date, certainly more natural, but each to their own. So anybody who's had permanent makeup will tell you, all of my clients, everybody else's clients, anybody with permanent makeup will tell you that it enhances the makeup you put on over the top of it. No question. It will make you feel good in the morning because you're looking good, or you just feel more confident, and it saves you time when you're doing your ordinary makeup, and it makes it look better, and that's it. So everything I have, I've decided to bring to you in my career. And that's more apparent over the last 12 months because not only do I have permanent makeup and I train to be a top level permanent makeup artist, and I've got way more to go. I want to be world class, darling, and it's going to happen right up there. I've got quite a way to go. I also have trained to do aesthetics, i.e. filler work, which is something that I've had for 20 odd years, okay? Filler work in cheeks, jaw, chin, lips, under eyes, basically from here down. And essentially that's made me feel better about myself and, made me look like I'm aging backwards. I hope so. And the other thing that I've just learned to do in lockdown, because I've done 2 courses whilst I'm using my time here, it's B12. I'm going to be offering a vitamin B12 intramuscular injection for my clients and anybody else who wants one who feels they would benefit from B12. Just quickly, B12 is something you can be deficient in, probably more so if you're vegan. B12 tends to be in animal products, although it's actually found in the soil, which makes you wonder how it doesn't get through with the plants, but it mustn't hold well in the plants. It stays within the meat and flesh of animals. Therefore, it passes on to us. Anything they eat, anything they ingest, you have. Yeah. So that's one of the reasons I don't want to eat animals. But to have it injected, it will help with the formation of your red blood cells. Huge energy boost. It's like rocket fuel. Not like the caffeine boost you get. It's different. It makes you feel energized and clean and happy. It's a mood booster. Clarity of mind, makes you think better, definitely makes you sleep better. I cannot tell you the benefits for me that I found having taken vitamin B12 for the last 2 years. Andy and I have taken to injecting it ourselves at our own risk, but yeah, I'm now qualified to actually inject other people, insured and qualified to inject other people for vitamin B12, and it will cost you £45. Maybe you whether have it every month, every 2 months, whenever you feel you need it. You can't really overdose because your body will absorb what it needs and just expel the rest when you wee. Right. Oh, the other course, if you're wondering what the hell else is she doing, is an improvement course for myself. I've done an online Master Hands course with the incredible Natalia Yaramenko, Estonian Russian master, incredible. And so hopefully I won't forget what these hands are made to do. Should we get on to makeup, because it's been 6 minutes? Wow, I can talk. Listen, I could always do one of these time-lapse videos, but I like to natter. I just like to discuss. Right, Jolie Beauty, let's get to it. Little unicorn or plastic, doesn't matter. And there's 18 shades, are you ready? Ooh, it's kind of a sunset palette. It's called the Radiance Palette. Oh, God. So what we have is, and I did just do on my Insta stories a little thing, is I think there's 9 matte shades and the rest are shimmers and unbelievable glitters. And I did do a swatch on my Insta. I'll tell you why I went for this particular palette. There's somebody else that I follow on Insta called Katie Jane Hughes. And she is an English lady who lives in Brooklyn in New York. And she's a makeup artist and she's bloody incredible. And on her grid, there's lots of incredible posts with makeup, but she did one that really stood out to me, and it was a kind of a pumpkin mustard eye with a really dark lip. Oh God, that's amazing! I love it. I'd love to do that because it's not something I would normally do. So I searched in my palettes, thought I haven't got those colours. I really haven't. So I came across, having trawled the internet, this particular brand and this palette. And weirdly enough, the 2 shades that I thought, yes, one of them's called pumpkin and one of them's called mustard. And they are the tones in this palette. So I'm going to use it. I'm going to do it. Okay. I'm really sorry this is going to be so long. I hope you don't mind. Well, if you don't, you just have to... Whoop, whoop. Okay, I'm going to use what I didn't use last week, and that was the Nyx Born To Glow. I'm not using a beauty blender. I'm going to use a brush. And it's an Urban Decay blurring optical blur. It's a brush, right? It's a really dense headed brush, which is pretty good for putting liquid makeup. Okay, so I'm going to start with that. I have just moisturised, got nothing else on my skin, just moisturiser. I am, instead of my hand, just going to dot it like that. I might take a little bit on the back of my hand just to sort of, and I'm using the colour that I'm not going to mix today because I would like to look a little bit more colourful, if that's okay. Yes, it's a yellow base. It's a really great yellow base. I'm just going over here. It's called True Beige, this one, by the way, True Beige. So this is just going to give me a lift, and I want to be able to have not such a opaque look today. So it's still going to be a little bit glowy. The eyes are going to be matte though. Glowy skin, matte eyes, like the idea of that. So just going up into the hairline, you've got to do that, otherwise you look like it's all going to stop there. Is that hair? What is that? I think it might be a hair from the brush. Oh dear, that's not a good advert, is it? Bit more on here, just a few dots. It does look really yellow, doesn't it? Oh well. When we buff it out, it's going to look good. It's going to look fine. What have you been doing with yourself? Been bloody cooking and doing a bit of exercise, going in the garden, doing a bit of weeding, painting the house. What have you been doing? going to go over the eyelids. I'm not bothered about going over the eyebrows. I'm going to put them back in anyway. Because this is such a big brush, you're not really going to get truly where your eyelids are, because you just, you know, I'd rather just take a smaller brush if I'm really honest with you. So it's another, just a tiny version of that brush really, like a thick domed brush. And I'll probably, oh no I won't, I'm just going to put a little bit in my hand and go under the eye and go onto the lid. I could cover up, and I probably am covering up the eyeliner. That's okay. Sometimes I purposefully do, sometimes I don't. Actually, more often than not, I tend to avoid it so that I can still see the base underneath. But this time, I'm not. Just trying to do it a little bit quicker for you so it doesn't, you know, it doesn't take like 3 hours, because, you know, my video is quite long. Right, okay, there we go. I can already see it's a much sheerer look than the one we did with the Illamasqua skin base the other week. It's more glowy. When it says Born to Glow, that's what it says on the tin. That's what it does. All right, I'm just going to put the lid back on my NYX. NYX, by the way, are a vegan brand. They are owned by Estee Lauder, who own L'Oreal, who own absolutely everything, and they do test on animals. So the parent company does, but this particular brand doesn't. I don't know how you feel about that. I don't know. Right, I'm going to use, I want to use some powder that is a luminous, and I found in my kit and my stuff this from Urban Decay, and I think it's called Skin Illuminizer, and it's a powder, it's a translucent pressed powder. I only ever use, I don't use those spongy things, a brush for it. And at the moment, because this makeup is quite tacky, I'll do what I did the other week, because I just want to speed it up a little bit for you, is just to slightly blot, only gently, with a tissue, okay? It could probably do with setting a little bit longer, to be fair. However, I'm just going to show you. I'll probably use my big fluffy brush again that I did the other week and just do that. And it's setting it while giving it a little bit of a sheen. I know it's not going to probably register quite as well through this phone lens, but it is. And when I get to the eyes, I use the Real Technique setting brush and do that, and, you know. Nice, great. I'm going to put the eyebrows in just like I did before. And the way I use it is my little wedge brush. Here's my little wedge brush. There she is. And the Morphe palette is not in sight. Just hang on a minute. Found it. Yeah, I'm going to use a little bit of a lighter shade. I'm using that one today. That's going to be for my eyebrows today. I think, you know, a lighter look, particularly on a very fair complexion with pale eyes, looks so much better. Forget about your hair colour. Just look at your skin tone, all right? And then decide the colour. Honestly, it's fine to use whatever colour you want, but I think for me what looks best is a light brow, and that's what I do. Is it too light? I don't know. Okay. I'm going to tidy it up probably a little bit with a brush and some concealer. Yeah. So here we are on the other side. I'm in the mirror over here. You know, keeping things really soft on the face as you get older, well, even if you're young anyway, but definitely when you get older, it looks so much better. It really does. It makes you look more up to date, makes you look a bit more modern, makes you look like, you know, you've got your finger on the pulse and the trends and stuff, and just, it just looks more forgiving, you know. I mean, I used to do such graphic looks when I was in my 20s. I mean, it looked harsh then. I mean, I look really harsh. Harsh. I just feel like I want to do a little bit. Now and again, I might get a pencil just to sort of score underneath the eyebrow so it cuts it a little bit more. Let me just get a little bit of the sharp tart shape tape on a brush like this. I'm going to use this in a bit later anyway on the eyeshadow, but I'm going to, from the wand, because it's really messy and you don't want too much, I'm just going to put a little bit on the edge of this kind of synthetic fibre brush, and I'm just going to cut through underneath the eyebrow so that it looks a little bit sharper, that's all, still keeping it really soft. I'll do the other side. The great thing with permanent makeup, you've got something to follow. It could not be easier. Could not be easier. Okay, so we've got a little bit more of the shape there that we could do with. Can you see how much neater it kind of looks? And honestly, you have the tiniest amount is all that's required on the end of something like this. Right, okay, so brows are done for now. I could always add a little bit more later, but I really like the softness of this. I think it's good. Oh God, I can't wait to get to this eyeshadow. I'm dying to do it. I could put down a concealer or something, but I have got a primed lid, which means it's got the foundation and a little bit of soft powder over the top of it. Do you know what? There's a brush there that I've used and I could do with using. Instead, and I've not washed it. Isn't that awful? Oh well, so be it. Hang on a minute. It's what you have to do in real life, isn't it? Oh well. Right, which one I'm going to use? Oh Lord, do you know which one I'm going to use? Oh my God, I'm going to use them both. I'm going to start with the really crazy mustard colour, and I'm going to put it all over my lid. I'm kind of almost taking it right up to the top of the eyebrow, but not. I am going to put it here on the inner corner as well. I want it all over. Isn't that fabulous? That's just nuts. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. Right, we're going to go on to the other side. Yellows, oranges particularly make blue eyes bluer. Mine are very, very pale. They're not even a blue colour. They're kind of nothing. But yeah, I can already see it makes them look a little bit more blue. Oh, I love it. I love it. It's just such a, you know, an evening sort of, any time really. I mean, it just depends how confident you are to wear colours like this. I would definitely wear this. Probably going to Tesco's a bit later. Who cares? Actually, I think we're going to queue for fish and chips tonight. So yeah, why not? People are going to be like, what's he been doing? Oh, you better watch my video then. Right. I love it. I just love it. I'm going to use the other colour, which is called Pumpkin underneath. I don't think it's going to register and show as being particularly different. but I'm going to do it. And I'm going to use the edge, the top edge, on a different angle of that wedge fluffy brush. Ooh, I can see that's more orange. In fact, the payoff for this is mental. Loving it. Okay, so this is where we're going to start. This is where we're going to start. I'm just going to sort of blend it all in a little bit. There is barely any fallout on this, and honestly I haven't had to really scrub the pan to get these. You can see that there's no fallout on that yellow or on that or anything. There is a lighter yellow actually there called Sunshine. It's really, really light. Look at that. It's quite a chalky colour. Yeah, I'm not going to use that just yet. I won't use that just yet. What I think I'm going to do is put a little bit more, and there's a colour in here that's similar to the colour of this blouse. And it's this one here. It doesn't probably show that it is, but it is. I'm going to have to use the same brush because I've run out. Well, actually, no. I've got that. Another really dense brush, so I think I might just use that. I'm just going to do a kind of a outer corner C shape, big C shape. You can see that, can't you? Honestly, this would look just amazing on its own with a tiny little bit of black, you know, just as a graphic liner and a dark lip, which is what Katie Jane Hughes did. But I'm kind of now doing my own extra bit. So on this side I'm doing the same. It's a really fiery look, isn't it? Absolutely phenomenal. It's great. I'm going to put a little bit underneath as well. We're building it all the time, just building it. This video is going to be longer than the last one. And that means it's literally going to take about a day to upload. Honestly, it takes that long. Hey ho. In fact, you know what I've got an idea to do? I might stop this video here and then cut it all down. It's not going to flow quite as well, but I could definitely do that. All right, so we've got this incredible sort of yellowy orange fever pitch going on the eyes here. And what I'm going to do is stop it right now because it's at 23 minutes. And I'm going to do some chopping and changing. So thank you for staying with me at this point, and I will bring you something better in a bit.